And Greg Anthony. I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here.
And guys, this is what I call one of those boomerang road trips. I mean, it's not long, but they'll have a chance to get some things done here.
Now here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
Kevin Durant making you pay on the interior. Look out around the rim.
And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Now here's Giddey. Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Slashing with purpose there after setting that screen. Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And the three ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Giddey. Outside Durant. Pocket six. And they call an illegal screen here.
And then not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Pass to Sabonis. Williams with the steal. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Rebounded by Kamare. Quick start for the Nuggets in this one. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Curry with the three. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Sabonis inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Now Giddey. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Screen by Sabonis. Curry outside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
The wide open look for Durant. Drains the three-pointer. KD's got 9.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Driving in. Back to Curry. Curry with another miss. Denver leads by 3. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, KD. And KD throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Here's Song. Still without a basket. Here's Curry. Pass to Marshall. Outside for Curry. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Kamara. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Now here's Giddey. Outside Durant. A jump hook. Nifty move. And the layup is good. Durant's got 13.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Curry. Sabonis high post. Here's Curry. They could use a bucket. Rebound by Williams.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to KD. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That is his first foul of the game. And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Teams changing it up here. Denver with the ball. 7-point differential. Pass to Kamara. Shot clock at 5. Denver needs to get off the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nuggets making a switch here.
Number 5, Gary Trent.
Curry with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Kispert. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
For Kispert, these catch-and-shoot opportunities are so valuable. This is his wheelhouse.
Giddey surveying the D. Outside, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Swiped it away. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Floats one up. And it's good on the layup. And now an 8-point Nugget lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And stolen by Giddey. Pass to Barnes. Back to Trent. Here's Okogie, guarded by Kerr. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 6. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
.136 left in the first quarter. Here's Porzingis. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
They need this. Here's Huff. That misses off the backboard. Denver leading by 12. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Barnes. Here's Alexander Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tries the spin move. Here's Johnson. Here's Pritchard. Denver grabs the miss. Now Alexander Walker. The kick out to Barnes. Okogie for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it.
Your Nuggets, 25. Pacers, 11.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nuggets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Trent outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. A 3-ball. Carries it from 3-point range. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the night. You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Pacers are all about winning, and Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And stolen by Barnes. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Durant, good.
And Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Inside. Reed with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Trent with the wide open look. Again, the Nuggets score.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Pass to Podziemski. No good again that time. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. Now here's Durant. He's defended by Podziemski. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside, KD. Shoots over Podziemski. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams deciding to change it up. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Achua. And it's Reed pulling it down. Denver leading by 21. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Outside Durant. Pass to Sarr. 6 on the shot clock. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And so Curry will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Trying to get something going. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Curry with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got his third basket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
KD on the wing. Back to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Curry outside, and the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Outside, KD. Pass to Sarr. Shoots over Achua. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Pacers trailed by 19. Curry looking around. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Nuggets lead by 17. Here's Alexander Walker. 7 points in the game. Pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
And the improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by Okogie. Pass to Porzingis. For 3. Sabonis grabs the board.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
Count the basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Nuggets leading by 18. Pass to Okogie. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now that's his second foul, something they need to be mindful of moving forward. Do they change his matchup?
Now here's Durant. He's got 20. Hits it from three-point range. Durant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Here's Curry. And it's Denver with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Barnes. And here's Porzingis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pacers trailed by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to KD. Shoots over Caruso. The putback. Porzingis on the foul.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
Here's Pritchard. And here is Curry. Defended by Durant. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
The Nuggets lead by 23. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Pritchard. Up top, Curry. 14 points for him. Their offense, stone cold. Another miss there.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Barnes. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Shot clock at 3. Giddey, no good. On offense, here are the Pacers. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And Curry has it in the corner. High, arcing shot. And they recover it. It's Trent on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Trent got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's inexcusable to let Trent Jr. get room and space from the corner 3. He's just too dangerous. You got to make him put it on the deck.
Caruso. And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Giddey. Still scoreless. They set the pick. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Outside Curry. Got a hand on it.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
Pass to Song. Now Reed. Marshall defending. Here's Song. And it's good for 2. Sars got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nuggets.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Marshall. Reed with the steal. And here is Giddey. Now here's Trent. Back to Giddey. With some arc. And it's Curry with the rebound. And so it's Indiana with it. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Takes it off the glass.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 16.
Stephen Curry, a little bit undersized, but he is so slippery once he's in the paint.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Curry. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Here's Johnson. After the made shot from KD. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Back to KD. Back to Williams. Barnes outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pritchard with the ball. Back to Kispert. To the middle. Indiana moving it around. They swipe it. Down low. Durant goes up and lays it nice and easy. KD's got 4 this quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. So it's Denver now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside, KD. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Achua. Johnson outside. Pass to Huff. Kicks it out to Johnson. Uncovered. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Alexander Walker. 7 points in the game. Tries it from 19. Durant's shot is good. KD's got 29 in the game. And the Pacers call time here. So both teams making some changes here. Now here is Lowry. Pass to Johnson. Nails the wide open jump shot. Johnson's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, they work the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
Here's Giddey. Count it.
Josh Giddey at 6'8", guys. That floater's going to be tough to deal with.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
And here's Porzingis after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Shoots a fader, and again it's Denver.
We're talking about a big man with excellent touch. Porzingis will never shy away from a mid-range opportunity.
Outside Curry. Spins. Scores off the spin. Curry's got 21.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Now Giddey. Here's the teardrop. And he sinks the layup.
Well, that's about confidence and composure on the interior. Josh Giddey does stand 6'8", makes that a little easier.
Curry wide open. And Indiana, another three.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Pass to Giddey. Up and in on the layup. Giddey's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pass to Okogie. And shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Porzingis from 18 feet away. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, you see Kyle Lowry, not only a capable passer, but he on the catch is a willing scorer, always ready to shoot it.
Now here's Porzingis. 12 points for him. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Outside Curry. For the three. Rebound by Williams.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Okogie. 6 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Now recovering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Pacers trailed by 20. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Achua. And so it's Denver holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Denver leading by 18. Here's Gillespie. Screen by Durant. Gillespie, that's good.
I'd say an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. It's hauled in by Gillespie.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here is Durant. Fires for three. Sabonis grabs the board.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Pass to Podziemski. Crafty move. And it's good, 2 points. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Denver leading by 18. Here's Kamare. Pass to KD. And he converts the layup. Durant's got 31.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Now Podziemski. Here he goes. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Durant in the corner. Podziemski grabs the board. Pacers trailed by 18. Outside, Sabonis. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside, KD. Out to the wing. Barnes the screen. There's the triple. And KD good for 3. KD's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pass to Achua. Johnson right side. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Outside, KD. The shot from the low post is good. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
18 feet out. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Durant. And a missed layup. Pacers trailed by 21. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Curry can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 21. Here's Alexander Walker. And a wide open look for Shaw. Drops in the tray.
Well, Shaw continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
Outside Curry. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Kispert from the arc. They get it back. It's deflected.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Alexander Walker. Here's the floater. With the clock winding down. KD, that's for 2. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Durant's got 38 points. Up top, Curry. makes them. And the layup is up and in. Curry's got 26.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Pass to Trent. Out to KD. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. That's good from Durant. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Trent with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shoots over Curry. Pacers with the rebound.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
This one for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
The threes keep coming in the illustrious career of one Mr. Stephen Curry.
Here's KD. Good work there as it goes. KD's got 43 points.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
Screen by Sabonis. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
There's the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The three from KD. Hands it from downtown. KD's got 46 points.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
That one from long range.
For 3.
Here's KD. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Poked away. And stolen by Caruso. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kevin Durant.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for Indiana, Tyson.
And he's good on the second.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Here's Durant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. And down goes the three. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 17-point game. Now, here is Reed. 5 to shoot. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Number 22, Josh Okogie.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for...
Who's calling it? Who's calling it?